Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Damn it.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Aubes. What's up, man? Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that gnomish looking whatever vehicle fly through that crater before. And I've played this game since 2004, and I don't remember ever seeing that go through there. So I was like, what
Lovely.
the fuck?
When you said, still mean nothing. Where the tempting I'm a broken man. Did you think? Did you
I hate it when people do that. Like, I hate it when I post in guild chat and I say, look, looking for group Nomer, and then someone messages me and says I'll go, and they just expect me to immediately invite them. Oh, just fuck off, ignore, fuck off, kid, fuck off. Okay, I won't be that mean. When I say looking for group, hey, what's up, Volker? That means I'm looking for people to come together. That doesn't mean I want to form it. Like, I usually, for groups, like, I typically would prefer that a healer or a tank form the group. I don't want to sit here, because I don't want to waste my time spamming, looking for group, looking for group, looking for... My thing is, I'm just going to throw out there, say I'm looking for group. If somebody's forming a group, let me know. That's all. I'm not going to... I don't want to be the cheerleader. I'm not like, hey, I'm... You know what I mean? That's just not... I don't have time for that shit. I'm busy. I'm doing quests. Fuck that. I just wanted to see if there's anybody who's putting a group together, But some people will see when you say looking for group. There's a difference between looking for group and forming, like forming group, or, hey, I'm getting a group together. There's a difference there. To me, anyway. It's just like these kids, they get so excited. Let's go, let's get a group. I'm like, just fucking chill, dude, I'm actually busy doing quests. So if somebody's creating a group, fucking, just say, hey, we're making a group. All good. I'm ready to roll, baby. You know what I mean? But like I said, there's a difference when I say in chat, looking for group, that's different than forming group, right? So it's just one of my pet peeves. And someone says, hey, I want to go. And then they expect you to immediately invite them and then like start spamming. I'm like, no, I'm not spamming chat. That's not what I'm doing, right? I'm just feeling the waters. Anybody making a group, if they are, let me know. That's all. You know what I mean? It's just, come on. And I think it also stems from, there's different ways that people played the game back in 2004. Like, I think it really goes from a focus on playing the game and leveling and doing quests and just trying to progress, to people who like to level via just spamming dungeons. You know what I mean? They don't even want to do the quest. They just want to spam dungeons because it's all they want to do. And those are the kind of people that have that mentality, is that whenever you mention anything about a group, they're just like, oh yeah, let's go. Come on, let's do it. Form a group. That kind of thing. And that, that's not really what I'm doing. So, chill. Hold your horses, man. Take a chill pill. I have played Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Yeah, it's a good game. Played it quite a bit. I have Dragon's Dogma 2, but I just, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. You know what I mean? Wasn't feeling the Dragon's Dogma 2, even though it seems okay. It's one of those games that, like, it's a good game, but it feels so... Yes. Oh yeah, the graphics still look good. Oh man, the armor, man. Here, let me show you. Like the armor in Dragon's Dogma. Dark Arisen, the original, right? So if I go to Steam, right? The armor's really cool. They have really cool like scales and feathered armor and stuff, and it's just really, really good. And of course the particle effects. Oh shit, I got a level 32 mage here. I may not want to go AFK right now. It might kill me. We'll just log out real quick. So Steam. Let's see.
Well, I did that. I write it down.
There you go. I go to my screenshots in Steam, and here's right off the bat. Here's one of the screenshots that I did. You know, and this is a screenshot taken in game in Dragon's Dogma. The cool thing about Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen was it's so gritty. You know, like it's very dark and gritty. It feels very gothic. It's very, you know, it just has that kind of like medieval feel to it. And I think that was one of the things I loved about Dragon's Dogma, and also the attention to detail in Dragon's Dogma is really good. Like if you like, here's a screenshot of. I think this is my ranger type class. You know, just at nighttime, right? But let me show you really quick, and then I want to get back to the other game. So when this isn't the best. These aren't even the highest quality. I don't think screenshots. What I was talking about with this isn't the best screenshot to actually show that. Let me see. Come on. So this is kind of what I was talking about, though. When you look at the detail, like they do a really great job of erosion, like showing how the ground's eroded by not only the weather conditions and water, but just the footsteps. Notice how the steps here are very worn down in the middle, where the feet would go up and down here. You know, just kind of wear down this rock over time, and you can see the ground. There's just so much detail in the ground and how it's eroded, and you'll see that a lot in Dragon's Dogma. There's just a high attention to detail. Here's another really, really good example of it. You'll see here that there's like some sort of a sewage drain, and you'll see where the water comes out and runs kind of into this little, you know, just a little water dirt trench here when this probably overflows. You can see the erosion, and again, you can see the steps here on the right, how they're worn down in the middle, where people's feet have gone up and down them for probably hundreds of years. And again, just how the dirt kind of slopes. And you'll see that in the cities and the villages. You'll see, like, as you're walking through the middles of the villages, you'll see how the ground's always like kind of like there'll be like wagon tracks. You can even see where wagons have worn like little rails in the dirt, like little paths in the dirt. So that's what I really like about Dragon's Dogma, is just that kind of really gothic feel and that attention to detail. It just feels gritty, feels dark, feels very medieval, you know. There's another shot that I wanted to show you in here. Let's see. I can find it really quick. This one. I'm a big fan of Bavarian architecture in any MMO, but you can see here this beautiful wheat field, and you see in the background, you can see the walls of the castle keep. And this is just so like realistic, you know, like you'd have this big castle keep, and there'd be this kind of open area in the middle where they'd be growing like wheat and stuff for food. And like here's like an inn, and if you look at the inn, it's really like just gritty again, just the detail, the dirt and everything. It just looks so awesome. Like when you look at the panels on the wall, everything has variations. You can even see the roofs, how the roofs will like, see how the edges of the roof here are bent down? Like just from age. See how the roof's aged? And there'll even be like kind of bends into the top of the roof here, where it's sagged over time. Again, the attention to detail is fantastic. Look at where the ground meets this rock foundation of the inn. You see how look at all the variation in the rock, all the variation in the dirt. I mean, it's just really good. Look at the angle here of the ground going down, and then the posts here that are kind of support the second level of the inn, you can just see how the beams are set into the ground. It just looks so realistic. It looks very realistic, and yeah, you got to give kudos to the people that worked on Dragon's Dogma. And like I said, I've got Dragon's Dogma 2. I just haven't played it much, but yeah, I'm a big fan of Dark Arisen. I think it's a fantastic game. You know. There we go. All right, let's try not to get killed by any horde here.
Lovely.
When we used to play in the dark field, you used to say, figures circled us, questions they asked in the dark.
Somebody killed this 32 warrior.
Have you ever felt a hatred of someone else? So
I don't really want to go up against two mages.
one day you will go.
Melee hunter versus two mages, probably not a good idea.
Lovely. Lovely.
Inventory's full. Hmm.
Lovely. Lovely.
He's got poison on him. It's gonna break my it's gonna break my bandage. Stupid scorpions! Poison, poison, poison. I wonder if I can use my cleanse on my pet, probably, right? Let's see. Cleanse. Use anti-venom. Currently it's set up to only use it on me. Might have to change that at some point.
Lovely. Lovely.
How did he get out of that such fast, man? He must have some shit on there.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Alright, well, I don't have any, Man, he's doing a lot of damage with just his fucking arcane explosion, you know what I mean? Nothing I can do here. Nothing I can do. He's, like, got me in the dead zone. Oh, he had me right in the dead zone. I couldn't do anything. He did a lot of damage with this arcane explosion. Yes, melee hunter versus a mage probably isn't the best matchup. I actually did a little bit of damage, though. I knocked off about half his damage, I think. And mine wasn't even on him that much. I think... I'm trying to think. Melee hunter versus mage. I mean, when we get wyverns... I mean, I put him in a trap, and I don't know how he got out so fast. Did I have poison on him? Let me take a look. I don't know if I don't think I might have put him with a serpent sting. Let's see. Okay, he's gonna come up. I send my pet on him. I go up, I hit him, you know, I put him in a trap. Yeah, he just gets out. Watch this. He gets out of the trap really early. There's no poison on him, no debuffs whatsoever. And my trap is like he's already out of the trap. Oh, he probably, you know what he probably did? He probably ice blocked. Can you ice block inside a freezing trap? I can't remember if you can or not. Probably, but he either ice trapped and then canceled his ice trap to break it, or it just broke early. One of the two. I wanted to get distance on him and just basically get really far away and just let my pet kind of do the damage, because as a melee hunter, I didn't really want to sit in there and eat his arcane explosions. But at this point, he's hitting me with arcane explosions. Watch, he's just basically doing... Well, he got me with his cone of cold. Just let me... Now he's just doing arcane explosion. You can see every time he's hitting me with arcane explosion, it's doing a lot of damage. Like 100 damage is pretty good. And I'm trying to get away from him, but I'm like, I can't because I got the slow on me, so we take the healing potion. Actually, but look, yeah, we were doing some damage. Yeah, actually, I think right here, if he hadn't, of course I was low on mana, but right here, if he had not had the ability to root both me and my pet, I think we might have had a chance at killing him. But he rooted me and my pet, and then he just killed me inside the dead zone. So, at that point, like I would say, obviously, if I was engineering and just could have thrown like a stick of dynamite, that could have saved me, which is why engineering is probably the best for PvP. Well, I think it, not probably, it is. I think engineering pretty much is the best for PvP. But for PvE, for damage, for like a melee hunter, alchemy's going to be, I think alchemy's going to be better. But if we really wanted to focus on doing PvP, we would probably want to roll engineering. I wonder, trying to think, we could we could do, engineering and alchemy, but we'd have to, or just create another character who could do alchemy. Because really, the stuff we need for alchemy isn't like, what I mean? It's just potions and stuff that we need to have crafted. So we don't have to actually have alchemy on this character as long as we have another character that can have high level alchemy. So what we could do is make another character that's a herbalist. That's an herbalist minor, and then this character could be alchemy engineering, right? And here's the maid, right? She's coming after me again. Wow. God, look at that range. Holy shit. How the fuck?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
How the fuck? Did you see that? It's like, how the fuck is Ling? He's got me in the dead zone again. Well, the damage, man, the damage. Did you see the range on that blizzard? Check this out. Didn't think I was within range of the blizzard. Watch this. Okay, I see the mage, and I'm like low on health. I'm not full, max on health. So right here, I send my pet. Once I realize he's coming at me, I send my pet. But at this point, I think I'm out of range. Look how far away he is. But he hits me right here. Right from here. It feels like but because I'm up high, maybe it feels like I'm further away. But here he hits me with a blizzard, and once he does that, I'm screwed, because I can't. I had cheat on, but I was never able to get to be able to actually run and get distance, because once he got the blizzard effect on me, he blinked closer, so then he could just keep hitting me with slows and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Little bastard. I wonder, I'm trying to think, what would be a good strategy to kill him? We have to basically get him the surprise. The other thing that's really bad about melee hunters, you don't have Hawkeye or whatever it's called. It gives you increased range with your ranged weapons. What is it, Hawkeye or? Yeah, you don't have Hawkeye, so I can't range people. Like the mage is going to be able to hit me before I can hit him. I have to get closer within his range of spells to actually hit him with like a serpent sting. And since I'm a melee hunter, I'm not really going to be doing. Although I did talk about in PvP, I might let myself use stuff like concussive shot, just because for PvP it might be a necessity. Yeah, interesting. I mean, he is 35 too. He's also 3 levels higher than me, so that doesn't help. So. There he is. Let's see if my pet can do something. Let's just see how much damage my pet does to him, right? He's just gonna sheep. Watch, he's gonna straight up sheep my pet. See that? He's just gonna sheep my pet. Oh, that screwed me. That just fucking straight up screwed me. I'm just dead. I'm just dead. I'm dead.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely. Lovely.
No. Yeah, that fucking elemental screwed me. He fucking screwed me so bad. What level was he? That was my bad. Getting too close. Let's see. What level is this element? Oh, I don't have him targeted. I think he's like higher level, so his aggro range is probably quite a bit. Yeah, he's 34, so he's 2 levels above me. Let's see. Yeah. Plus, I play with my camera zoomed in really close, so, you know, I don't have a really good view of my surrounding. I probably should have zoomed my camera out here. I just got too close to the elemental. You can see right here he's not on my screen, but since my camera's so far zoomed in, if I would have zoomed my camera further out, I would have had a better bead on the, you know, on the elemental, which I would want to do. But I'm only 32, the elemental's 34, so once he aggroed to me, it was a lost cause, because my pet, you can see my pet on the mini map is not even in the mini map in the screen because he sheeped my pet, and as you guys know, sheep actually lasts quite a while. So my pet was way far away from ever being in that fight. So pretty cool. Good stuff. Oh man. Mages are going to be tough. The only thing, like, if we had Wyvern Sting, we could go ahead and just hit him with Wyvern Sting. I don't know. Again, I don't know if you can ice block. Let's Google that really quick. I'm curious. Can you... Vanilla WoW, can you ice block a hunter freezing trap? I don't know if you can. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't play mages that much. Let me ask in the guild. Can a mage ice block out of a hunter freezing trap? Because that would kind of suck, to be honest, because it's really my only CC right now. And nobody's responding. Pretty sure I can. Ah, that sucks. Do you know if they could ice block out of a wyvern sting? I'm going to assume no. I hope not. That would be OP if they could. So if they could ice block out of both of the CCs that I have as a hunter, that would really suck. That would mean that the only way to really combat a mage, if that's true, would be to really have to go beast mastery, or, you know, if you're like marksman, you could take out a mage, but you'd have to really range him. Yeah. I just don't play mages in vanilla. My friend Zalson would know. I wish Zalson was online. Let me see if Zalson's online. Nah, he's not online. Maybe... Can... Can a mage ice block? Zalson's not online. Blue might know. Alright. See if we can figure it out. If they can ice block by freezing trap, that, you know, it's not a big deal, because I really shouldn't be close enough to mage to be trying to try to trap them. That's not really an ideal situation. But if they can ice block out of like a wyvern sting, then that takes away my only really CC. And as a melee hunter, since I don't have Hawkeye, I really can't compete with a mage range wise, because he's always going to be in range of me before I'm within range of him to actually shoot him with like serpent sting. And as a melee hunter, I'm really supposed to not really be using anything other than my stings. That's kind of the goal of this character. So PvP against a mage is going to be a pretty awful situation for me.
Lovely.
Oh, fuck. My freezing trap was 2 seconds off. Luckily, he reset. I do like alchemy for PvE on the hunter. It's good for PvP too, but but yeah, engineering we could at least throw like a like a iron grenade or something. But again, that's only it's only a stun for like 2 or 3 seconds, so it's not. Yeah. Your best bet against a mage is I think BM because basically because with BM you just send your pet, you flip BM. He can't be sheeped, the mage can't sheep him. So your pet's got like a good, however long he's, like 10 seconds or however long BM lasts, Bestial Wrath lasts. And then of course, even at the end of that, you can just fire off your pet's intimidation, which is going to stun the mage. And so just through all of that damage from your pet, through your pet stun, you're going to be able to tee off on the mage quite a bit. So I think BM is going to be your best spec to go up against mages. Marksman's not bad either. You just wouldn't have pet stun, which kind of sucks. There's that fucking mage again. I don't really want to fight him again because I don't want to lose all my buffs. I'm like wasting all my fucking buffs every time this guy kills me. Inventory's still full. Shit.
Lovely.
The one thing that sucks about running kind of like different builds that I like to run is they're just not very good for PvP. Running a melee hunter is not good for PvP. I've run a few other things. I'm trying to think what's the other like ones I've run. I run a lot of Protection Paladin. Obviously Protection Paladin's terrible in PvP and vanilla. Like you can't kill hard. The only thing you can kill as a Protection Paladin is maybe a warrior or rogue. That's about it. Like I can kill rogues and warriors on my Protection Paladin. The rogues are pretty easy to kill, to be honest, as long as they don't get too much stun lock on me. The warriors are more difficult, but that's about it. Like any warlock mage, I just get annihilated. Yeah, Yeah. We could create, we could do, I don't know, like if I wanted to roll another character, because like I said, I think it would be beneficial to have one more character here, depending on how long we actually play on the server, but I think if we had another character to be basically an herbalist miner, then this character would be an alchemist engineer. But what would be the character, like what, you know, what would I roll, you know? Like what class would I roll? It'd have to be something that I could level fairly quickly. And something, of course, that I enjoy. I'd probably be, you know, honestly, it'd probably be a priest. I think being a priest on the server would be really fun because there's so many people in the guild. So we could just basically do a lot of dungeon runs, you know, help people out by healing. I think that'd be pretty fun, actually. I actually enjoy healing quite a bit, so especially on priest and vanilla. Holy priest, of course. Even though disc is my favorite, but in vanilla, holy's best. We could start trading time between a priest. I mean, letting this character build up a little bit of rest time. But we'll see. We'll see. And of course, we're not going to roll no fucking dwarf priest. Fuck that shit. I don't play no stupid dwarf priest just to grind fear ward. Fuck that. People min-max. I'm like, no. I'm not going to be some ugly dwarf. Sorry. Ain't going to happen. Not going to happen. Night elf priest, baby. Freezing Trap has heartbeat. I think Freezing Trap has heartbeat. I have no idea what he means. No idea what you mean, heartbeat. I think Freezing Trap has heartbeat. I have no idea what Reptilian's talking about. Heartbeat? What are you talking about, dude? Heartbeat? The other thing that was interesting is when I asked in guild chat, nobody responded. When I said in guild chat, hey, can a mage ice block out of a freezing trap? I'm pretty sure a mage can ice block out of a freezing trap. I'm just not so sure they can ice block out of a wyvern sting. I don't know, man. It makes me want to Google it again. Let's see. Seems like such a simple question, but can't seem to get an answer. Yes, a mage in vanilla Warcraft can use Ice Block to get out of the Wyvern Sting Hunter skill. Wyvern Sting is a hunter ability that puts the target to sleep. Ice block and mage ability makes the mage immune to all damage and most crowd control effects, including wyvern sting. When a mage uses ice block, it removes the wyvern sting, sleep, poison, allowing the mage to. Wow. According to ChatGPT. Wow, that is so overpowered. When you think about that, that is so strong. If that's true, which I'm going to assume it is, that is incredibly strong. That a mage can ice block not only the freezing trap, but also a wyvern sting. It's kind of like paladin, right? Paladin can bubble anything, right? Which is very strong, but a paladin doesn't pose the threat in PvP that a mage does. You know?
Lovely.
Yeah, let's just clear our inventory over. Alright, well, let's grab this guy. I set up a macro so we can target the mage, Bart, or whatever his name is, Bart, Bam, whatever. Bark, back. I think his name was something stupid. But yeah, I have a target macro that'll target him, so I've been spamming that every once in a while, and he's nowhere near me, so no biggie.
Time is money, friend. Glad I could help. Keep it real.
Where's that goblin at? I thought there was one over here that we could sell to, but maybe not. I could have sworn there was. I know there is. I'm gonna find him. Right there.
I got what you need.
Yes, you do. Ooh, 7 intellect. Oh, these are actually items we can sell on the auction house. Actually, you know what? Let's just hold on to all that shit.
Back.
Oops. Hit the wrong button. Well, actually, I hit my concussive shot, which the only time I've said I've been allowed to use concussive shot is in PvP, but I honestly haven't. I pretty much haven't used concussive shot at all. Is that my pet ding? Yeah, pet's level 32. Go ahead and bring my wolf back out then next time, maybe. I'm trying to keep the raptor and the wolf pretty much leveled to the same level as we go up. The wolf has its uses, and the raptor, you know, has his uses. They both have uses for certain scenarios. The raptor does more damage, the wolf's more tanky. So the build that I usually use on the build that I usually use for the melee hunter does actually, here, let me show you. It actually does have Bestial Wrath. And so one of the benefits of that, obviously, is that you're going to be a lot better served in PvP situations. So we go to vanilla. I'll show you what that build looks like. So you're basically going to go 3 out of 3 here, deflection. I like deflection, a lot of people don't, but I do because I'm crazy. And so this is the melee build where you can actually have Bestial Wrath. And then you can go 1 point here, 1 point here. So this is the build that I usually run when I run Melee Hunter. So this gives you like the all-important Savage Strikes, which is really key. I mean, that plus Clever Traps are the ones that are going to really push your Melee Hunter DPS up as much as it can really go. And then you're still going to get your Sure-Footed, which you definitely need as a Melee Hunter. You've got to have that hit rating. That's crucial, super crucial. Also, Trap Mastery and Feign Death both. You don't want your Feign Death to be resisted because then you can't use your traps. You don't want your traps to be resisted. It'd be nice to be able to put more talent points into these, and you probably could, but no, you can't. You really can't. I mean, you could put 1 point out of this and put it into one of these, but I wouldn't. I think the hit ratings, you could later on. So as you got more hit gear, I would respec. If you got more hit gear and you're hit gapped, you could pull a couple points out of Sure-Footed, and I would go ahead and just max out Improved Death and Trap Mastery once you get more hit rating. But initially, when you don't have the hit cap, I would just make sure you go 3 out of 3 on Sure-Footed. But with this build here, we'd have a much better chance against a mage, because what we do is we send our pet, we flip Bestial Wrath. The mage is not going to be able to sheep him, and so the pet's going to be on the mage. And then if you want to, if the mage tries to blink away, make sure as soon as your pet gets back on him. And he can't really do much. He can really, he's just going to ice block. So I mean, a smart mage would ice block. If you Bestial Wrath, send the pet in. A smart mage should probably just ice block immediately, because that way when he comes out of that, he can basically Frost Nova, get distance, sheep the pet. That's going to be his goal, right? So, but while he's doing all that, you're still, able to hopefully get up there and beat on him, do some damage. Another thing that'd be really good is I would actually probably save your Intimidation to stun the mage in a way that you could actually Feign Death and drop an Immolation Trap on him to get that fire damage going, because it does quite a bit of damage. So if you get that off, or you could even try it. You could try to freeze trap him. I don't know if you wanted to try to bait his ice block. If you freeze trap him and try to bait his ice block, I don't really think that would be the best way to go. So I think it's really, really interesting. I think there's a lot of practice. I'd have to practice a lot against a mage with this build to really kind of figure out what's the best way, because I haven't done a lot of PvP in vanilla in a really long time. So I'm really rusty at it. I don't really know strategically how I would approach certain encounters, and I certainly don't know with a mage like what's the best strategy. I have ideas in my head of things to try, but I would have to try them all out and see what works best. So, but it'd be cool. It'd be fun to try. But I definitely, if I was going to seriously try to do PvP with the Melee Hunter, I would have to go with that BM build, because that's going to be your best chance. Because you don't want your pet getting CC'd. Because if your pet's getting CC'd, especially against a mage or like a warlock or something where they're just going to keep the pet feared, or a mage is going to keep him sheep, then that's really going to hurt you. Because even though you are a Melee Hunter, a lot of your damage does come from your pet. I'd say usually around 35 to 40% of your damage might come from your pet. So it's a significant amount of damage. But yeah, I think that a smart mage is going to ice block the Bestial Wrath. That's why I kind of wanted with this one, I kind of wanted to go down and grab the Wyvern Sting just to try it out. Now, Wyvern Sting, let's see. A stinging shot that puts the target to sleep. Any damage will cancel the effect. It puts them to sleep for 12 seconds. When the target wakes up, the sting causes 300 nature damage. So it does do 300 damage as well, which is really nothing to sneeze at. That's a pretty good chunk of damage. So if he ice blocks, here's the thing, if he ice blocks out of the Wyvern Sting, then he's not going to be able to ice block the damage. I mean, I don't think ice block removes the damage, does it? Ice block doesn't remove dots, does it? Trying to think. God, man, I'm so rusty with my mage knowledge. I don't play mages that much. I do not play mages that much. Does ice block? I think it does. Doesn't ice block remove dots? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, hey, there's Null. Thank you, Null. Yeah, I thought it did. So that would kind of suck. Like, if you hit him with Wyvern Sting, he could ice block that. Not only would it break the CC, but then the 300 damage the Wyvern Sting was about to do would be completely nullified. So, man, Mage is freaking OP, dude. That sucks. Mage is super powerful in vanilla, right? Because I feel like a hunter, a melee hunter anyway, has a very limited bag of tricks. You don't have a lot. You just have a couple of aces up your sleeve, and the mage can pretty much nullify those aces fairly easily. So you'd have to somehow try to bait ice block out. The other thing would be interesting. Can gnomes be hunters? Gnomes can't be hunters, can they? You can't be a gnome hunter, can you? Because the gnome ratio would be really good against mages for hunters. But gnomes can't be hunters. Dwarves can be hunters, right? Do dwarves have the same ratio? Man, this is really making my brain work, because these are situations I've never really put myself in, because I've never really tried to PvP on a melee hunter before. Let me check. I want to check out the races real quick. I mean, Night Elf is fantastic for melee hunter just because you get the extra, you get the extra dodge. You also get better, I think you get better at agility, or better base agility too. Let's see if we're going to create a new character. Let's see. I don't think gnome. Yeah, gnome can't be a hunter. I didn't think so. But if you went dwarf, dwarves can be hunters. And then the dwarf can take on stone form. And stone form, I believe, would remove the root of a mage. But the mage just can root you so quickly. I mean, it's like, he can get you with Cone of Cold, he can get you with Frost Nova, he can get you with lots of different things. He can get you with a Blizzard. Any of those things, if you spec correctly, is going to apply slow. So I think we need to start thinking about professions. Or trinkets. We need to start thinking about other things we could do that would help prevent us from being CC'd by the mage. Like, are there certain trinkets in the game? Are there certain profession type of things we can get? I mean, I know there's a certain belt I think you can craft that can break roots, I think. I don't know if it's the spider's belt or something, but there's probably trinkets we can get that might help. Yeah. It's an interesting conundrum, to be sure. It feels like melee hunter versus mage feels like a very difficult challenge to overcome, but definitely one that would be fun to figure out a solution to. Oh, shit, I got 2, didn't I? Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and heal my pet, which will pull aggro from both, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit turns. We're gonna counterattack this guy. And then we're gonna serpent sting both targets. And then we'll just gonna basically kite a little bit here.
Lovely. Lovely.
And I have no mana because of the mana drain. So we'll take a mana potion. Feign death, it didn't work, I don't know why. I was trying to feign death into my explosive trap. I might not have enough mana for it. Probably, maybe I didn't have enough mana. 90 mana. No, I had enough mana. I don't know why right there I wasn't able to drop my emo trap. That was kind of weird. That happens sometimes on the hunter, and it's one of those like weird occurrences that I haven't always figured out. So you're gonna watch here. I'm gonna take a mana potion, right? Take a mana potion. Right here. I'm going to Counter-Strike was up. I feign death. Now look for me to basically hit Immolation Trap. Now is my pet still attacking? My feign death macro tells my pet to go pet passive. You can see my pet goes into pet passive. He comes back to me. But for some reason my Immolation Trap's not available to me. Not sure why. Because I mean, if it becomes available, you'll notice when you feign death, it'll be colored in, it'll be red. You know, you'll see. I'll show you here in a second to show you what it looks like. But for some reason, it was not available to me to drop the Immolation Trap there, so that was kind of strange. Normally, here do we get? Let me show you. I'll do it on this guy. All right, so we're fighting this guy. Notice down here at the bottom of my screen, here's my Immolation Trap. Shift F. I'm gonna go ahead and feign death. And you saw when I feigned death, the Immolation Trap lit up. You could see that it was available. You know, the icon was full of color, it was colorized and all that fun stuff. And of course, now we got another bat. We're gonna counterattack this guy just to root him. And we're just gonna. This mana drain shit is really annoying. Okay, and we rooted him. We're actually gonna try to kite a little bit here. Alright. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Every once in a while when I feign death, my trap won't be available, and it's like a bug or something. It's really annoying, actually. This frickin' mana burn is so annoying. Go back to our dual wield.
Lovely.
Dazed for days. I want to check out my DPS here. Still feels like the 2-on weapon's doing a little bit more damage than my dual wield setup, which it really shouldn't. Theoretically, my dual wield should do more, but you gotta take into account that the dual wield has the hit penalty. It's just possible that I'm you know, I'm taking too much of a hit to the hit penalty. It's causing me to miss too often. And you see I'm only coming in at, like, look at that, 61 damage. 61 DPS per second, 58. 61. So crit. So 66 with that big crit at the end. Now we're going to switch back to my staff, and we'll try another one and see how we come out. DPS wise, if it's more than 66. I mean, just a one mob kill isn't the best sample, but let's take a look. We might be able to get a feel for it. Yeah, are we done with these? Let's see. Let's just kill this guy. He's level 35 though. I think that other one was a little bit lower. Let's kill this one. Try to keep the same level for the test, for testing purposes. Oh, here's his corpse. He was 35. I missed.
Lovely.
Oh man, like right away I'm doing 90 DPS per second, but he's, again, not a good test because this guy was not the same level. All right, let's kill this one's 35. This would be a better test. But it still feels like the two-hand weapon's doing more damage. I mean, theoretically, two-hand weapons should do more damage, but my main hand weapon is actually 2.9 attack speed, so it's almost as slow as this staff. So, and here we go. So only 72 damage. We got a nice crit there. Mana burn. This is gonna hurt my DPS. Not a good test because he CC'd me there, and on the other fight he didn't. But yeah, what I was saying is the dual weapon setup here, the main hand is Stalwin's Reaper. It's 2.9 attack speed, so it's very, very slow. You can see the top end damage is 94, which is only slightly less than the top end damage on this weapon, which is 99, 25.6 DPS per second versus 24.8. So you would think the dual wield with that plus, you know, running my +3 agility, 18.7 attack DPS per second offhand, that this would come out on top. You would think, but it really is pretty even. But the other thing you can do too, again, one of the things the really strengths of the dual wield is that you can use sharpening stones or use like frost oil or shadow oil. I would highly recommend frost oil over shadow oil because it procs a lot more often. So here, let's try this. And let's reset the meter again real quick. I didn't get it set. The other thing you can do is basically put your pet on, take off your pet's growl so that you're taking all the hits, because you're going to get a lot more mongooses. So you can see right there we did 63 DPS. Now if I turn pet growl off, and let's reset the damage, which we did. Now let's try another one and see how we do. I didn't get my trap, so I'm going to feign death. Trap. Get my serpent sting in. We should pull a threat pretty quickly here. There it is. Taking a lot of damage. And he's going to put me to sleep.
Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah. At this point, I would just recommend reapplying Serpent Sting. You can see the damage, though. 4070 is just total shit, man. So, like, if you were like a marksman hunter or a BM hunter, you know, the damage would be, your damage would be so much higher. Your output damage would be so much better. But we're doing it the hard way. Melee hunter's way more difficult. All right, so we have a talent point. We're going to stick with the Wyvern Sting build. We're going to go with the Wyvern Sting build. I want to try it out. So I'm going to grab another crit there. It's not going to be as good for PvP, but
Off with you.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Need assistance? You have a great day now.
All right, let me. Whoa. We gotta crack open this Mexican Coca-Cola. Oh yes, Morpheus. Yes, Morpheus, Coca-Cola. Yes. It is the nectar of the gods. Oh yeah. All right. Turn this quest in. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and rebuff our food buff. And so we still have to do the scorpions. Yeah, one more tortoise shell, and I think, do we have this? Yeah, 2 more scorpid venoms, and is that it? Ooh, I think we've done 3 quests out here. Yeah, that scorpid venom, 1 shell. Yeah, and that's it. Goblin sponsorship is. And then we'll head over to Ratchet. I think we have a quest in Ratchet to get going. Let's get rid of all these damn quests. Okay. Alright. No current timer. Here's a 32 mage. Again, see that? Like, I couldn't drop my trap there. I don't know why.
Lovely.
Why is that?
Lovely.
I don't know why I couldn't drop my trap. Did I have poison on me? That could be it. Because, I mean, you can't drop the trap, like, it's, okay, that could be it. What it could be is he gets poison on me, I feign death, and right after I feign death, the poison ticks, thus throwing me back in combat, making my trap not available. That's probably what's happening.
Lovely.
Like, stun me or some shit.
Lovely.
Counterattack, baby! It has its uses. It's kind of memey.
Lovely.
It does have some uses.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Man, we were dodging a lot of attacks there, actually. Every time you hear her say lovely, that means I dodged an attack, so... It's a lot of dodging. Counterattack!
Lovely.
So yeah, the melee hunter is a lot better for... Obviously, it's a lot better for going up against other melee classes. Like, melee hunter against, like, warlocks and mages is not a very good matchup.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
But like I said before, I think for PvP purposes, I'll probably forgo the melee and just say that, you know, I could use all of my ranged abilities for melee, for ranged, or for PvP. Maybe, I don't know, just because it feels like without, and I'm just talking about really just allowing the use of just 2 abilities, basically. So, because normally, like, the hybrid hunter is only using scorpid stings and melee. So in PvP situations, I think allowing the hunter to use arcane shot and concussive shot along with your regular melee abilities, will help. Give you a better chance against those range classes. Do I still have Scorp? I don't even know if I have Scorpid. Hold on a second. No, I don't even have Arcane Shot keybound to anything. So it's not something I can even use right now because it's not even on my bars.
Lovely. Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely. Lovely.
Person just got the ice smell jerk, and that's a pretty good item for a hunter. It is more of a shaman piece, but it's still good. Let's see, because it's got the spirit, but still, I mean, stamina, agility, it's not bad. Nothing to sneeze at. Alright, so now we just need the salty scorpid. Yes. Yes. Alright.
We need the salty scorpid. Venom.
That hurts my throat every time. Every time. Alright, let's just head down here. And there's a bunch of scorpions over here. Bada bing, bada boom. So the next question is, where do we want to go next?
My, you're a tall one.
Greetings. Very well, then.
Pleased to meet you. Off and away. Be seeing you. Alrighty then.
Good day to you. Off and away.
No, there's other ones. What's the other one? I don't think that's the best one. I've used an XP tracker before. Tracking.
Talk to me. Glad I could help.
Ooh, I'm up to 22 gold. Not bad.
Yo.
Stringy vulture meat. What?
Hurry back. Talk to me. Keep it real.
What can I do for you? Safe travels.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Free action potion, that prevents rooting, right, doesn't it? That's what we need. Here you go. Makes you immune to stun, movement, and parrying effects for the next 30 seconds. So we definitely need this for some mages. Alright, so... yeah, so we'll stock up on free action potions. And then whenever we go against a mage, pop one. But the thing is, since I'm a melee hunter, I want to be on the mage. He's going to blink. So once we get on the mage, we want to get him with wing clip. We want to get our immolation trap on him. So probably, you know, maybe like pets. We could do like a pet stun into an feign death immolation trap. And then if he gets far enough away, if we wanted to, we could wyvern sting him, but he's just going to probably ice block. But making him blow his ice block would be good. We want to bait his ice block out. Actually, we probably should put him into a freezing trap so he blows ice block. Then we can use wyvern sting because that's a guaranteed 300 damage. So we're probably going to have to bait the ice block out with freezing trap. Or he might ice block immolation trap too, because immolation trap does decent damage. Doesn't show all the ranks in here. But when we get higher level, we'll start looking at it. You got to keep in mind that what makes immolation traps so strong for survival is because you have clever traps. It increases the damage of the traps by 30%. So it actually does quite a bit of damage. I mean, I think if we hit him with like one immolation trap, even at like my level 30 or something, it's probably going to do like here. Let's take a look. I mean, right now we got rank 2, so emo trap does 279 fire damage, but it's going to do 30% more than that because of my talents. So that's what, 27 times, let's just say 28, like 56, 60, 70, 80. You're talking like 82 on top of that. So then you're looking at 350, 360, about 365 total damage is what emo trap does right now. That's pretty decent. You know, if you hit the mage with your immolation trap, you're doing 360 damage. If he doesn't ice block that, he's going to have to eat that. Most mages at this level probably only have about, 1,200, depends on how good their gear is. They might only have like 1,200 health. So that's like, a quarter of their health. It's actually more than that. And then, again, we'll see. If you can bait out the ice trap, they can hit him with wyvern sting, which is another 300 damage. And then you can use your pet to do a pet stun. You could kite a little bit with serpent sting. We could do them with serpent sting. Oh, we could also use the problem with viper sting is like the mana drain just isn't that great. Like you basically have to pull off almost 3 viper stings before it would like really drain. I don't know how fast mages burn through their mana. If a mage burns through his mana like really quickly, then viper sting could be the play. It could be a viable play. But I think in most cases, if you go into a PvP counter with a mage and he's got full mana bar when you start, I don't really think wyvern sting is going to be the play. Well, it's not going to hurt. It's just an extra ability to toss out, right?
Keep it real. Be good. Have a good one. Keep it real.
So it's not going to hurt. We don't have it yet currently. I don't even know if it's trainable. Let's see. Available now. Yeah, see, Scorpid Sting's available. And Viper is available at level 36. Drain 616 mana. That's a pretty good. So I would imagine you definitely would want to toss in a Viper Sting if you're going up against a mage. Go ahead and hit him with Service Sting. You can only have one Sting active at a time, though. So it'd probably just Viper Sting him. It's not a bad play.
I sure could use your help, kid. Welcome to Ratchet. Hope you're looking for work.
It's low level, right? It's got to be low level.
What's up? Hurry back!
We're level 32. Ooh, it says Raptor Strike. It actually says Raptor Strike is available right now. I might not have. Yeah, I don't think I I might not hit the trainer when I hit level 32. Is there anybody in the guild? Ah, damn it. Here, let's try this. Yeah, I can't get a really good screenshot there. Oh well. Would have been cool, right? 1,000 needles. Nah.
Here there. Be good. How are you? You got my attention? Interest you on a pint? What's on your mind? Watch your back.
Hi, how are you? Alrighty then.
Interest you on a pint? Be good.
Lovely.
If I'm reading this right, we only need 120 more XP to hit the next level. So that killing this mob should ding us next level. If I'm reading that correctly. Nice whiff there. And I was reading it right. Level 33. And that's gonna put us another crit rating. Oh man, it says we need to put another point in before we can get lightning reflexes. Eee. Really? Okay, I guess we'll have to go improve feign death, but... Huh. Level 33. Okay. So this is what we would end up with. If we got rid of this, we could do... if we wanted to push our pet damage. It's really crappy. Like, if you go all the way down to Wyvern Sting, yeah. I mean, it's not even really worth... It's not really even worth grabbing all of this. I don't know. I just don't think this full survival build is going to be very good. You sacrifice too much pet damage just to gain basically a couple of things. I mean, even though lightning reflexes seems decent, I mean, you got to realize, I mean, how much agility do I even have, right? I've got 124, so you're 15% on top. That's only, you know, what are that? That's only 18 more agility. That's puts me at 142. It's really not, you know, 5 talent points. You know, of course, obviously, it's going to get more and more as we get more and more agility, but so I don't know. I've always felt that the survival tree in vanilla it's just missing. It doesn't really have any oomph to it. You know, it's missing some oomph. You need something else to make it really worth getting. I mean, Wyvern Sting is just not strong enough. I mean, it's good, but you need more. There needs to be like the explosive shot or, you know, firebomb, some other ability they should have added to this tree that just really made it push your DPS out a lot more, because as it is, it's too weak. No, I don't think we really even needed to go here, did we? Let's see. Nah.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
Hey, how you doing? Be good.
Oh my god, none of you guys are a vendor? I thought for sure one of these guys was a vendor. Oh well.
What's up? Have a good one.
All right. Check my auctions real quick. Did we sell anything? Only one thing. Yeah, we got 14 silver for it though. Yeah, I mean this character's I've actually got up to 7 gold in this character too, so we're almost at 30 gold now in total, right? 7 gold on here. And 22, yeah, so we're right about 30 gold. Alright, I think I'm going to, I think I am going to create a priest. I think I'm going to do a priest. Maybe level a priest so we can do a little bit of leveling back and forth between the hunter and the priest. We're kind of reaching that. I think that's what always happens when you get to about like mid-30s. You get to mid-30s is when the leveling starts to slow down a little bit. That's why it always feels good around mid-30s to kind of make an alt. And that way you can let this one, you know, the character build up rest time, and then when you do play her, she's leveling like a lot faster. But anyways, I'm gonna take a break, and if I do create a priest, I'll stream it. And I got to figure out what professions. I honestly, on a priest, almost want to go enchanting, but I don't know. I don't know. I think it might be better to. Actually, I know it'd probably be better just to go blacksmithing and mining, and then make a bunch of sharpening stones, and then at some point drop mining or drop blacksmithing for herbalism, and then my hunter can drop herbalism, pick up engineering, and then and keep alchemy, and then my priest can supply my hunter with all the herbs and the ore for her engineering and alchemy. And then at that point, when we're both fairly high level, getting sharpening stones, won't be a big deal. And I probably won't even be using sharpening stones at that point. I'll probably be using frost oil on my weapons anyway. So that sounds like a decent path to take. Anyways, hope you guys are having a good night, and thanks for watching, and I will catch you all next time.